this is it.
Yep.
This is the end of a chapter. I'm kind of sad that Jack's not here today, but he's at a friend's.
Yeah.
And we've sold Still Melody. She's no longer ours.
Nope.
And we were discussing on the way here that it's the first time in our relationship that we've
only got one boat. Yeah. I'm very sad. I've got to say, we're very pleased with the gentleman that's bought the boat.
Yeah, we're really happy.
He's a lovely, lovely guy, very capable, knows what he's got, you know, knows what he's taken on, which was a big concern of mine because I didn't want somebody to buy the boat and then be completely out of their depth. But the guy that's taken on it is an engineer, he's a structural engineer, so that's fine. I can sort of gone over. She no longer belongs to us.
And yeah, it's sad, but we're excited to see Still Melody out there one day in the future.
He said he is going to be putting some videos on YouTube, so I will of course link to those as and when they appear.
Yeah.
Because we're as fascinated as I'm sure you are to see what happens with Still Melody. But now we are focusing completely all of our attention on Ocean Melody and getting away, and then we're away. That's it.
Yeah.
So we'll be definitely out of Carnarvon Marina by mid-May and heading south.
And in other news, this one was 1 yesterday, so we're going to be leaving with a 1-year-old.
We will.
And a 12-year-old. Today is a bit of a different episode to normal. This is a glimpse into the past 3 years of our journey with this Still Melody. As you watch this montage of footage, you'll see the highs and the low, the triumphs and the setbacks. It's been a labour of love, filled with mistakes that turned into valuable lessons and challenges that ultimately shaped us as individuals. This boat has been more than just steel and sails. It's been a teacher showing us resilience, patience and the importance of perseverance. Through countless hours of work, we've not only transformed this vessel, but ourselves, learning and growing with each task. As bittersweet as it is to say goodbye, we take comfort in knowing that she'll be moving on to a new chapter with a passionate new owner. While we'll miss her dearly, we're grateful for the memories she's given us. So as we bid farewell to Still Melody, we do so with our hearts full of gratitude and excitement for the next chapter, knowing the lessons learned and the memories made will forever be part of us. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey, and I hope you enjoy looking back over the past few years as much as we have.
Got a bit of an announcement to make. Come and have a look at this. Yes, we've got some work to do. Hi everybody!
I thought you were going.
No, you're going welcome to our new boat. We finally found Melody.
Okay.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Hi everybody!
We finally found our new boat.
No. Welcome to our new boat. We finally found Melody.
Alright, go on then.
Welcome! Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Hi everybody!
Welcome
to our new boat. But don't look at me, look at the camera.
What do you think?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
I like it's a triple keel.
Why?
Bilge keelers aren't really very good for crossing oceans and stuff, but triple keel, it's alright. And also, the keel on this boat drops down. If you want to go to shallow water, you just lift the keel, and it's very nice.
Hello.
Hi.
France. And then what we've got to do is get from France to there.
Nice red.
Yeah.
Ugh, what's that? Rotten food?
Yeah.
Ugh, gross. Ooh, chocolate, but
No.
it's out of date. Oh, that's a waste of chocolate, isn't it? It's leaking on the table.
So we've got this quite eccentric
sort of pilot seat at the back, but I think it's quite cool. But I feel like a bit of a school kid because my feet don't reach the floor. Absolutely reeks.
There's a good system going on. And pumping the build into the toilet. Tim's flushing the toilet.
Look at this. We have a windscreen wiper. Well, it works. Jack's taking screws out of the panelling in the anchor locker because, as you can see, there is a hole. There's daylight. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
So this is the rust at the front here, but look at the thickness of the epoxy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Pigeon has come to say hello. Hello, Mr. Pigeon. So this here is the shackle for the anchor chain. Oh, you're passing me out a big chunk of rust. A big chunk of rust. So while Jack carries on undoing the screws in the anchor locker, we're going to start unloading the lazarettes, get everything out so that we can start emptying the back and assess the situation in the lazarettes. Whoops, daisy. Right, Jack, do you want to come down into your new bedroom?
How do you like your bedroom, Jack?
Just one thing, can we make my bedroom a bit longer?
Probably be the other side, but we'll take this bulkhead out and then your stairs will be here but on the other side.
Well done, Jack. Thank you.
These ribs are hard.
Right.
Good.
Is that right?
Yeah, this isn't like an example of high quality workmanship there.
It's an example of doing what we need to do before, until we can,
Winter comes.
until winter comes, yeah.
Winter is coming.
We're currently sat under a tarpaulin.
Painting in exactly, precisely couldn't be worse conditions. So she's all propped up on the nose now at the right angle, which means she's not going to be pooling water in the cockpit all the time. That's brilliant news. First things first, cup of tea.
Does anyone have a pillow? Good evening and welcome to the Sailing Melody News. Today's headlines: Dad breaks a critical part of our boat rigging. Mum discovers she's short. I stand in a small metal box. And Dad bleeds rust. Yes. trying to get it on pipes. Oh.
You can see the state that they were in, so that's what they look like when you've taken all the flaky rust and paint off.
I have absolutely no idea. Don't drop it. Whole ladder.
I know, but make sure you hold on. Jack has just poured something out of the sink straight onto me. Good job. Says my dream boat.
Okay, so name of the boat, Sea Dragon. Size 44 foot. Steel. Monohull.
Awesome. Back again.
These are tools that mean business. No problem at all. Good angle?
Yeah.
Okay, hello. What should I call you? Viewers, I guess?
We've come to the boat to do some work. We can't really do any. You might be able to see the weather's really bad.
It's freezing.
Oh, there's my hat.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. Oh, look at that. I've got it. Cool. This is flipping hard work. The thing that makes me move fastest in the sea isn't crabs or sharks, it's toilet paper. I'm going to start cleaning out these bilges and sweeping them out and marking areas that I need to cut out to re-weld. I mean, what's this pin supposed to even do? Right.
Just coming in now. Which we hadn't printed out here before. So.
The steering system is out and there's a big hole, but yeah, onwards and upwards, and every step is a step in the right direction. Today was a hard day. Getting that steering system off was really hard work.
We were on the brink of tears at points today. Yeah. Sometime later, it's actually the worktop is gone. Yeah, I like demolishing stuff.
So that's 4mm. That's exactly 4mm. 3.89.
Actually, I have absolutely no idea what to say. Seriously.
So the ultrasounding was a real success. This patch of corrosion is very, very local, and once you get out to here, the steel's back to normal thickness again. So we're going to cut this whole area out, of course. 3.9, 3.8. And in addition to all of that, as you can see, hello, we've now removed this whole bulkhead. And we did all of that without removing the door. You wouldn't believe the amount of comments that we had from people saying, take the door off. Okay, so where are we up to? I've painted all of the inside of the metalwork that we've treated. Melissa started it and did an amazing job.
I've got them all off apart from 3 that won't come off. 1, 2, 3. Some more sanding. I did it! So that's 2 down, 1 to go.
Turning it the right way.
Lefty loosey, yeah.
Pardon?
Lefty loosey, righty.
Tighty.
If I keep going. Oh, you're doing great. Yay!
So we're going to do cut out this part and this part. That's a big hole in the boat.
Does it fit?
Exciting stuff. Exhausted and filthy, but I'm also delighted. Lots of cutting and grinding and sticking metal together. It's actually properly snowing now. We've decided to man up and brave the elements. My hat looks silly. This gas locker has got to go. Well, I'm going to have to pop to the hospital. I slipped with the grinder and it went through my trousers, and that's going to need some stitches, and through my glove.
Dad's cutting himself. Just needs a bit of a stitching. He says it doesn't hurt, it stings a bit.
A couple of stitches, and I'm not going to do anything else today. This is Melissa's first ever go with a stick welder. It sounds like you're welding. So we got the inner transom out now. Brake.
Chin chin.
It's starting to get unsociable to make this amount of noise.
Feels like we've actually achieved something today, which is really nice. I'm sunburnt, you look a bit sunburnt. That's what happens when you get 2 gingers on a boat. What are you going to do? God, be careful. This is where he takes his head off.
Yeah.
Many hours later, we are still coming out the gas locker.
The old gas locker. And
God, that's thick, isn't it?
you are.
It's thick, isn't it?
4 mil. But what it means is we can actually trim out the rest of it, and we can repair the corrosion around the bottom of the transom where the transom meets the chines.
We need a trip to the scrapyard after this, don't we?
I'm going to finish my tea and then carry on as quickly as I can. So there you go, that is transom fixed. Oh, I have no idea.
It's been a productive day.
Yes, we have come together on this momentous of occasions to say bye-bye to you all. Not forever. We're tired. We're going home. I got distracted because I saw a tiger attacking an old lady on the street and it made me wobble on my line. Oh, I am going. I'm losing my mind.
You're not short, are you?
Just mine, that's all. Hello.
Would help if I had a battery on the drill.
I've now got gloves on. I haven't even moved it.
I have officially trashed the pilot house. Right, I have had enough. The dust and the progress.
Remember, I'm building a cruising yacht, not a nuclear submarine. Let's crack on with this side then, eh? Oh, this is turning into an absolute nightmare.
Jack was actually born profoundly deaf.
Which means I can hit, like, nothing.
Nothing, yeah. So
Even the sound of a jumbo jet.
yes.
Longer. There's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke. Let's go outside for a minute. Just about to show me his tool now. Finally getting the mast down. I've got to go and slacken off the rigging a bit more, look at getting some of those cotter pins out and set all these cameras up. In fact, push the whole end out. Okay. It's always the way. So fucking dangerous. Go, 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 go.
All that has been cut out.
So Jack and I are getting started today by starting to disassemble the mast. Oh look who's up there. What are you,
I like my elbow not hurting.
this is called a split pin, and this is called a cotter pin. So can you get the cotter pin out?
Yeah. Out you come.
Pull it nice and tight. Cut the red wire! Don't cut the green wire!
Cut the blue wire.
You can leave that on if you want. I failed. It started raining again, typical Wales.
Come on, little pea. I've called for backup. What I need you to do, I'm going to hold the nut on the inside and you very slowly need to do that.
I'm just sleeping on the job.
Alright everybody. Well, that's... We're praying it doesn't rain tonight.
2 hatches in, 1 more to go. And I'm covered, absolutely covered in Sikaflex. It's all in my hair and everything, so that's going to be fun.
I really hope it doesn't start raining now. We've now got 2 huge holes. It's welding time. And that's what it looks like with the winches on. Look at that. Melissa and I both work full time, and obviously we've got Jack who's at school. We know a lot of you miss Jack in these episodes, and we get a lot of comments saying, where's Jack? We miss Jack. I'll have a coffee and play some guitar. Well, all the patches are in. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
Time to paint. So Melody is actually starting to look a bit more presentable in the yard.
Subscribe to...
Well, as you can see, it's absolutely tipping it down. Well, we're ready to weld again. I've cut out a section similar to the other side. Can't do any more, run out of time, so it's time to tidy up. That's better. Cockpit looks nice.
No.
Melissa is making a polythene template.
Oh.
Battling the elements to make a polythene template. Would you like some welding clips? It might go better one way up than the other.
Well, one way's the right way, one way's the wrong way, isn't it?
Not that way. Hang on. Let me just concentrate on what I'm doing.
Templating this hole up, ready to weld in. Right, so it's the first piece welded in, on to number 2. That's 2 pieces welded in. They are sandblasting! Today's the day I start painting. I'm ready. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I've had enough.
Yeah, that means she's dead, I think.
All I can see is white, but I have spray painted 2 layers. Right, I am done. I'm done in. I'm sitting under the boat feeling a bit sorry for myself. Today has been a bad day. There's a lot of scale under the keel.
Nah, that one's sheared off as well. There you go.
Look at that.
That is the bottom.
A little bit more.
It seems to be as far back as it wants to go.
Can't lower it down more because the dolly keeps coming out.
All of that.
Broken that weld.
As you may have noticed, there's a big hole in the back of the transom where we've decided to put in a gate.
Today it's pouring with rain, so we can't really do any work outside.
Jack has a delivery. What does it say? Please consider subscribing and like.
This is our friend Bob. This is Bob's day.
The head that I painted yesterday, we've just painted out here.
Okay, so that looks pretty horrendous, doesn't it? I've got my patch cut, and now it's the ridiculously tricky bit of getting it to fit perfectly.
Jack wanted to watch this momentous occasion where the nose gets sealed up. While Andy's over there closing the nose up, I just wanted to come over here. You can see him in the background just to say how proud I am of him doing this. I'm really proud. The nose of the boat has caused us lots of stress and worries just because it's a bit of a tricky thing and it's a really important part of the boat. I'm just really proud of him for cracking on and doing it and working so hard.
The whole of the front end of the boat is all sheeted in. We've done it all.
Unfortunately, rain has stopped play.
Final bit of surface prep with the good old Turku rotary blaster. Melissa's just finalising the preparation of that surface ready for painting.
careful not to accidentally wallop the windows. I'm hoping that you can see me.
Spray contact adhesive that I mean. One of the difficult bits about this kind of work, of course, is holding the panel up with one hand and putting the screws in with the other.
Nice. Get your hands off. Look, you've left all sticky fingerprints. We have lights!
Yeah, I've got 1.5 inches. More than that.
Have to do a massive project using the tiniest scissors in the world.
Yeah, I'm still just perplexed at you laughing because I said I've got 1.5 inches. Such a child. We have LED lighting.
I am certainly not a carpenter. Hello, I always get distracted whilst cooking.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
So, onwards and upwards tomorrow. Bollocks. Wide enough for a watch berth.
2 hats, 2 pairs of trousers, and lots of layers. Sanded all the way along here. Tidy up and a hose down and carry on with the daily grind tomorrow.
I want to talk a little bit about insulation. The boat was originally insulated with cork tiles, and what we've discovered is they're amazing. They've done a fantastic job, and everywhere we've pulled the cork tiles off, the steelwork underneath is perfect. I'm not sure how good they are for insulating the boat and keeping you warm, but in terms of protecting the steel, they're incredible.
It fits! Well, it's in. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping that the beading that we'll put on the joins will cover my little wobbly bits. I barricaded myself into Jack's aft cabin to start prepping the steel and just brightening out in here so we can see what we're doing.
So things are moving from the to-do list to the doing column and to the done section of the board. This is sketchy. Oh, I'm talking to Melissa and she's talking to camera. Welding. All okay? No, something's not okay. Are we on fire? Next 2 holes then. GoPro, turn off.
As you can see, there's a big gap to repair here. So, moment of truth. Will it fit?
Anybody that's worked on a boat will tell you, you know, nothing's square and everything takes twice as long.
I do this quite often where I overestimate the amount of stuff that we can do in a short space of time. Andy's let me loose with the power tools.
Does it fit? I'm getting tired. I can't be bothered to go back down and fiddle with it, so I'm really hoping it fits. ERR. I'm not sure if that means error or just what my brain is thinking every time I look at some of these angles. So we now have a bridge deck. I have to kind of work to measurements, yep, but also work by eye a little bit. So I'm going to be a weight standing on the bathing platform. I'm actually weighing this down just here while Nigel plug welds those holes. It would either be one of these or a pair of stilettos, and I haven't got my stilettos with me. The back of the cutlass bearing housing is completely shot to pieces, so we're going to make a new part for this. The side, so yeah, with that's off more or less. Every time I come to the boat I forget something. Loads more room. This is my idea for some temporary steps. There's some wibbly wobbly steps. I haven't glued them or screwed them yet. So job number 1 is to cut away the old welds around the old chain plates. Two holes. We want to remove the rudder.
And I get to dig a hole.
Okay. Look at me doing it. Round the edges of it.
Oh, good work, Jack. Dug it all by yourself, did you?
Most likely.
Keep going. Yes.
You needed to dig the hole more that way.
Bugger. Bear with us. Next thing is to get the prop off, but first, cup of tea. Oh, don't take it all apart. The situation will be resolved soon. Oh, there is a woodruff. This is a key.
We got it.
We got it off. So been plumbing did.
Look at that. It's a little bit cosy under here.
Not hard. We've got to get the battery tray out and everything.
Fuck's sake.
Piece out from under the battery tray. Worst case scenario, that's easy. Them off and we can get the plate out. What's stopping that going up now? Oh my goodness.
Yeah?
So this here is our bowsprit tube. How cool does that look compared to the original? So the only thing now to add is that platform. But first, cup of tea.
Be useful to know what that does as well.
There's no wind and the sun's out, so we all know what that means. Sanding, grinding and painting. What's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It has kicked my butt. That's 4 red jobs taken off the list.
Step 1, cut off the worst of the 4 bent legs. Move the foot and think, I should have done this before cutting it off, because then I would have had more leverage. This is what we now have. I'm really, really pleased. This is now our bowsprit platform. You're almost there. Just before I bolt this up, please tell me you've got the pedestal in the right place with the bit for the wheel pointing backwards.
Yeah,
You have, definitely.
I've got the sliced bit at the front.
I could see no shims. There was a deficit of shimmage. So in actual fact, this is fine.
Andy is just welding up the holes along the tow rail. Basically, originally we believe this boat used to have a wooden rubbing strake along the tow rail, and there's lots of screw holes where that was.
Andy is over here blending in the fairing on the top side. What have we got, Uncle Paul? That is a rebuilt heat exchanger.
Let go, you can let go. Yeah, I've got it.
Are we all right for oil temperature?
Oil pressure is good.
Rather.
60 on tick over is good.
Nige, explain what you've been doing down here.
Well, we're doing what we'd planned and skinning the peel box.
this is when I say Melissa and Andy are fairing the boat. So, and we are putting the rudder back in because there's some large patches to weld in the belly. It's better if the rudder is actually in so that nothing moves. Wash now.
Back again.
And it does work. Left goes left and right goes right.
Yeah.
Melissa and I are still sanding on the port side, and while we're doing that, we've got a couple of lads who are professional boat building welders, and we're paying them to come and do some work, and they've got really stuck in. More big holes in the bottom of the boat. Oh, here's the piece welded in from the inside. There's another patch welded in the bottom of the boat with the bump stop for the rudder on it. So that's now looking nice and neat. That's a big hole. A big hole. That really hurts. We're getting there little bit by little bit. We're done with our topside sanding. Wiping down with thinners.
There you go. 3 hours exactly.
While we were away, Danny and Spud were working on the welding, giving us a fantastic and much needed break. So let's have a look at the welding that they did while we were away last week.
Yeah.
This whole patch basically, from there to there, from there to here. So it's about 7 foot patch all the way across to the centre line, and a piece that side as well.
We'll have a look at that in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at that in a minute.
Yeah.
So we've still got a few places to tackle, but this is the majority.
The rest of the patches are like this big.
Yeah, this is the majority of the major welding.
Yeah. So the new keel base itself, that's 8mm thick the whole way across.
Right, so that's me done painting for now on the new keel base.
Well, true to form, it's tipping down. So it looks like that's not going to work. The driver's just ringing up his boss to see if he can do 2 trips, take the mast and the boat separately. Don't drive off! We are in our new home, just getting her positioned and settled.
A Titanic moment.
No, I'm not doing a Titanic moment. How very dare you. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's not happening. Melissa and I are getting married this Saturday. We've got snowed under with preparations for the wedding. I have been installing deck glands, oh can you see that? Deck glands for the anchor windlass and a gooseneck for the mast wiring and a solar panel and where are we? The glands for the solar panel. Oh, spinning around a lot. I've installed the this is weird, the wind generator and the GPS pucks and our nav lights with all of our lovely little fittings. You know, we're still here, we're still alive, and we're getting married on Saturday.
It therefore gives me great pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife to each other. Congratulations.
Today's an inside working day. Weld that on. I've not bought my MIG, I've just bought my little sticky stick. The beginnings of a bed.
Yeah.
So this bed is 6'6" along this side and 5 foot along that side. 5 foot 6, 5 foot 8 in the middle. So if you are a extremely tall person, you can sleep like this and you've got huge amount of headroom. And even like that, that's fine, absolutely fine. So yes, there is sitting headroom at the end of the aft cabin. Normally you don't get that in a quarter berth.
Excellent.
I've got one more piece to put in there.
They're not sticking me in the lazarette.
No, we are not just sticking Jack in a lazarette.
Right, so I'm in here today for a bit. Andy will come and take over later, I'm sure. But I'm currently putting laths in to be able to put insulation and panel out the walls in here. Carpentry is not my forte. So I have just managed to break the last jigsaw blade, so I'm resorting to a handsaw.
That's me done.
You may have noticed that yet again it's not me working on the boat, it's Andy and Nigel today, and I've not been around much lately. So with pretty much knowing that it was only ever going to be the three of us, we have been kitting out our boat for Andy, Jack and I, but then this happened.
Because Melissa is pregnant.
Yes, I was right.
It's a boy.
Welcome to the boat.
Yes, yeah, not welcome to the workshop. Hi, welcome to the boat. So this is our friendly old keel box that you've all seen a million times before, and as you'll remember from previously, Nigel has plated the inside of this keel box, and all that needs to happen is these welds along the top and up the edges.
Was there something rude?
I didn't want any spatter getting on your shaft.
Oh, well, yeah, you've got to have a spatter 3 shaft.
Happy day. Job done. Job done. Job done. Brilliant. Okay. Easy. So now sandwiches, cup of tea, and finish off the keel box. The bits that I've intended to paint, I've painted. I can't paint it all, obviously, because I've got to be able to walk in and out the cockpit, and the cockpit floor isn't prepped. The cockpit sole, should I say, for the purists. Let's do this with one hand.
That's the Iron Patriot. And how is...
Get in at a proper angle. So I'm just having to do the best I can, and it'll be several coats. Don't look too closely, it's the first coat. That is all brand new steel. Right, chain plates. So I'm just trying to cut this section out. Yeah, it's proving to be really tough, this. Okay, so that's one down, several more to go. Ow! You swine. That's foolish. Took my gloves off. Well, I'm really happy with what I've achieved over the last couple of days. I set out to do 2 chain plates, thinking that would be a reasonable thing to try and achieve, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 grab rails, and managed to paint it all out. Tim's with me. Going to go and work on the mast today. It's doing some stuff with the running rigging. So let's just identify the mousing lines first and see what we've got.
Good.
Right, yeah, so that's the main halyard, the wire one.
Yep.
So the topping lift's got to come out the back. Yes. So she's all sanded and ready to paint. So my plan today is to get some paint on the top side and just pray it doesn't rain. So this is super exciting. When we turn the wheel now, the rudder will move. So there's Sharon turning the wheel, and all the way back the other direction. So I need to connect that up next. This here is another gearbox. So now, rather excitedly, when we turn this wheel, that wheel turns. Doesn't she look amazing? But the problem is now, of course, that she looks amazing from the outside and a bloody mess inside. Back nice and tidy and clean again. I always forget how much flipping room there is in this pilot house. Difficult to film this because it's, you know, I can't even stand sideways in here. Now, as for the chain locker, I want to give it a good clean and a fresh coat of paint. I can't paint that because I have to lean on that. We're getting there up yet, but one goes on there, one goes on there, that goes on there. I mean, these were so badly corroded that the nuts were unrecognisable when we took this off. Let's sicky dicky it. Okay, we'll try a non-locking nut on that in a sec. Try this one then. Now Andy's about to arrive. Jonathan's just prepping to start work on the last two final chain plates. So we've got those two to do. Fucking hell. I might be wrong, but I might be right. Right, so the boat is now dangerous again because, as you can see, there's no guardrail. Right, status report. All the welding is done. The chain plates are welded in. The bobstay, the baby stay chain plate is in. The forward lower's in. So I'm going to start here and do under the tow rail on this side and work backwards.
On the stretcher there's 3 chocolate eclairs, some crisps and some cheap pop, I'm afraid, because that's all they had.
Stanchion posts on properly mounted, and all of the white is painted around the side decks and the coach roof, ready for the grey knobs. Obviously I can't do it in this weather. Now I can see the wood for the trees. I've just got a big open space, and all I've got to do is construct something to hold up the floor and steps. Right, so my plan was to weld some angles here. It's a bit long, but from there down to there, which would support the companionway. So this here is the flange I'm talking about.
Stowed away, perhaps, to hide the...
And it's windy and it's horrible and it's rainy, and I've got loads to do. Mission report. Right, I've screwed 2 pieces of timber. I'll do some nice wooden trim around them, and I'll make this in some nicer timber. But the principle is there, that ladder now will be our final ladder. There's the new flange that I put in last week.
So we hope you've enjoyed this epic journey. You've been with us through the highs and the lows, and we've really enjoyed sharing it with you. And we can't wait to share the next chapter with you. I want to take this opportunity to personally thank all the people that have come and physically helped us on Still Melody. We are so grateful for all the time you gave. All of our wonderful patrons, everyone that's donated by PayPal and coffee and bought things off our Amazon wishlist, all the words of advice and support in the comments, all the likes and the shares, and the millions of views that we've had over the last 3 years. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we'll see you next week.